people buy a new home, or they've been living one for years, they think about doing their kitchen over, and they don't know where to start. That's where we come in. That's what we do. As designers, our job is to create a beautiful space that's functional, easy to use, and matches your taste. That way, you and your family can enjoy it, fulfilling your dream. I'm Tim Hollick, and welcome to Dream First, the story, your story. This is a story about a wonderful young couple, Sean and Christine McKay. Like most families, 3 little kids, have outgrown their kitchen. It just doesn't meet their needs. The kitchen is the most used room in the home. It's where everyone gathers. It's where we cook, where we entertain, where we have our conversations. It's the heart of the home. I remember Christine's biggest complaint when I first met her, that the kitchen just didn't work for her anymore. Outdated cabinets, little counter room, cabinets were falling apart. It just wasn't meeting the need of her growing family. Let's go in and have a look. Thanks for having me in today. Today my whole goal is to get you to kind of dream first. That's the whole idea behind our book that I showed you on our website. And I'm just trying to get some ideas going within you guys' head, just to get some ideas myself, so when I'm going to plan, I'm able to put some of your stuff in that you might be feeling important, and then some of our ideas. So my first question today to get going on that is, what do you hate about this kitchen?
Everything.
Where do we start?
Everything.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people tell me. It's usually that, because you've been living in a long time. Now, how long have you been in the house?
5.5 years.
5 years. And how long ago was the house built?
It's about 15 years old.
15 years old now. So you've been in here for 5 years. What don't you like about the cooking part?
Well, first of all, the cooktop takes up the entire island, and it's not functional. I don't have much counter space to prep. I do like the double ovens.
You do like that?
I definitely want to keep double ovens. We have a problem with the fridge. Obviously, we have a big space here where the fridge belongs, but we couldn't put it in there because I couldn't open the fridge and pull out the drawers. There wasn't enough space between here and the island.
I can kind of see that. It gets probably tight. I probably won't keep the space. I'm probably sure you love the space. You've been loving it ever since you took the fridge out of it, but I probably won't keep that for you. Another idea we came up with is to take the closet out of the center wall area to insert the fridge with a pantry on the end. 2 things happening. One, it opened up the area going into the dining room, and it added the storage. 2 is, it opened up the other areas of the kitchen to insert the double ovens, and it really freed up the whole area for her. Hey, let's talk about the fridge area. I think you're probably right, Sean, the fact that it needs to go on this wall, because if you do have a peninsula to sit at, and you talked about putting a bigger window, I'm not going to have a lot of wall space, so I think this is going to be the better spot for it. But instead of having it where Tom makes the cutout in here, just in this area, I'm thinking we'll make an alcove here where it starts back at the wall here and L's back, and we'll cut this wall back to the dining room area. And now what I could do, I got enough space, I can put the fridge and a tall closet on the end for storage, like pantry storage.
That would be a great idea.
Sean and Christine are like most people. They need more storage. That's where our experience as designers comes into play. Now, storage, what are your thoughts in here are you looking to expand this kitchen?
Yeah, I want everything to have a home. I hate the clutter on the countertops. I just want everything to have a space where when we don't pull out a drawer and everything falls out. Like the Tupperware is an issue. I don't have enough storage space at all. Christine also talked about having more space for her whole family to eat in the kitchen. So we're going to expand the kitchen up. Yes.
Is there any ideas towards that?
We've known for a long time that we want to take out some walls. We have the room over there that we just want to remove, and we know that they're load-bearing walls, but we are willing to do that, and we just want to expand the kitchen. I really want a peninsula with seating for 5. We're a family of 5. I want to be able to eat in the kitchen as a family on an island or a peninsula. We like to ask questions to see how the family interacts together in the kitchen. Do the kids like to cook with them? Do they like to sit at the counter and do homework? How old are the kids? They are 8, 6, and 1. Yeah, so there's a big range there. Yeah. Some kids are getting towards teenage, and the other ones are just starting. Right. So I'm sure space-wise it must be tough in here for you. Yes, it is. Do any of the kids cook with you? Well, I like them to cook with me, but the way I just don't have, it's hard. It's hard now. They both my 2 older kids, they want to be in the kitchen with me, but it's too hard.
I'm glad that Bill the Tip was there explaining the removal of walls. He gave me good ideas on the spot. Now, you talked about taking this wall down, Tom. Is there any other walls coming out in this area?
Yes, this wall's coming off, and then this wall's coming out too, but we got to leave some meat on it to catch the weight of the load of the second floor.
I see.
Christine Sean wanted to open up as much as possible, and then this wall's coming out, and this is not structural, so that's not a problem. And then the slider is going where the window is in this room, and then they're just going to adjust it one side or the other depending on the layout of the peninsula.
Now, I can cut this back. What I'll do is when I scale off the whole room, I get an understanding of how it fits, and I'll determine how far back we'll go with that to open you up the most, and then you can tell me how much you need for the load. Now that I have all the information from the McKays, I'm going to let them know what the next step is. I'm going to take your ideas back to Wood Palace and get some sketches going. That's going to be the biggest part that we'll do for you. We're going to combine your ideas with our ideas. But before we start designs, I need you to pick appliances. So I probably won't get this to over a week or two, so you get a little bit of time to start looking at appliances and get that going. Once you get me that list, then we can get going design. And then once I have sketches, you'll come in. I'll show you those sketches. You'll pick what you like about each one. You might like one only. You might like a couple of them. We'll combine them. And then we'll start looking at cabinets, because I know that's an important part, making sure we hit a budget with this project and stay where you want to be.
Budget's important.
It usually is. And it's usually the guy that says that too. So that's what we'll be doing. It'll be easy. The whole process is to keep this easy for you. We want you to give us your thoughts, but it's our job to put it together. And I think you're going to see that once you see the designs.
So I was happy that Tim came out today and actually got to see and understand for himself what we wanted to do and what we've been living with. And I am beyond excited to actually finally start this process. I've been waiting for 5.5 years from the first time I stepped in this house when we decided to buy it. I knew that this kitchen needed to be completely rehabbed, and I am so looking forward to moving forward. And I know you were looking forward to seeing the designs, and I can't wait for it to be done.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Tim came right out to us today as well. The fact that he was able to look at our pantry and have some ideas around that. I'm really excited to hear about, to see the designs that he comes up with, and I'm most scared to see what the budget will be.
Today's a big day. We're going to see some look at the designs.